Hello, family. Bless the Most High. Bless you, my family. I pray all of you are well. We left off in the book of Jasher, chapter 59, and we will pick up right there in the book of Jasher, in chapter 59, verse 1. These are the names of the sons of Israel who lived in Egypt, who had come with Jacob. All the sons of Jacob came to Egypt, every man with his household. The children of Leah were Reuben, Simon, Levi, Judah, Issachar, and Zebulun, and their sister Dinah. The sons of Rachel were Joseph and Benjamin. Rachel and Leah were Israelites. I take that back. The wives of Israel, Joseph. And the sons of Zilpah, the handmaid of Leah, were Gad and Asher. And the sons of Bilhah, the handmaid of Rachel, were Dan and Naphtali. And these were their descendants that were born to them in the land of Canaan before they came to Egypt with their father Jacob. The sons of Reuben were Chanach, Palu, Chezron, and Carmi. The sons of Simon were Jemuel, Jamin, Ohad, Jachin, Zochar, and Saul, the sons of the Canaanitish woman. And the children of Levi were Gershon, Kehath, and Merari, and their sister Jochebed, who was born to them in their going down to Egypt. And the sons of Judah were Onan, Shelah, Perez, and Zerach. And and Onan died in the land of Canaan. And the sons of Perez were Chezron and Shamuel. Verse 12. The sons of Issachar were Tola, Puvah, Job, and Shumron. 13. And the sons of Zebulun were Sered, Elon, Jochlil, and the sons of Dan was Chusim, one that swiped off Esau's head. 14. The sons of Naphtali were Jokzil, Guni, Jetzer, and Shelam. 15. And the sons of Gad were Ziphion, Chagi, Shuni, Esbon, Eri, Arodi, Areli, and the children of Asher were Jimnah, Jishvi, Beriah, and their sister Sarat. And the sons of Beriah were Cheber and Malchil. 17. And the sons of Benjamin were Bela, Becher, Ashbel, Jerah, Naaman, Achi, Rosh, Mupim, Chupim, and Ord. 18. And the sons of Joseph that were born to him in Egypt were Manasseh and Ephraim. 19. All the souls that went forth from the loins of Jacob were 70 souls. These are they who came with Jacob, their father, to Egypt, to dwell there. And Joseph and all his brothers lived securely in Egypt, and they ate of the best of Egypt all the days of the life of Joseph. And Joseph lived in the land of Egypt 93 years. And Joseph reigned over all Egypt 80 years. 21. When the days of Joseph drew near that he should die, he sent and called for his brothers and all his father's household, as they all came together and sat before him. 22. Joseph said to his brothers and all of his father's household, Behold, I die, and Elohim will certainly visit you and bring you up from this land to the land which he swore to your fathers to give to them. 23. And it shall be when the Most High shall visit you to bring you up from here to the land of your fathers, then bring up my bones with you from here. 24. Joseph made the sons of Israel swear for their descendants after them, saying, Elohim will certainly visit you, and you shall bring up my bones with you from here. 25. And it came to pass after this, that Joseph died in that year, the 71st year of the Israelites going down to Egypt. 26. And Joseph was 110 years old when he died in the land of Egypt. And all his brothers and all his servants rose up, and they embalmed Joseph, as was their custom. And his brothers and all Egypt mourned over him for 70 days. 27. And they put Joseph in a coffin filled with spices and all sorts of perfume. They buried him by the side of the river, that is Sihor, and his sons and all his brothers. And the whole of his father's household made a 7 days mourning for him. 28. It came to pass after the death of Joseph, all the Egyptians began in those days to rule over the children of Israel. Pharaoh, king of Egypt, who reigned in his father's stead, took all the laws of Egypt and conducted the whole government of Egypt under his counsel, and he reigned securely over his people. Chapter 60, verse 1. And when the year came round, being the 72nd year from the Israelites going down to Egypt, after the death of Joseph, Zepho, the son of Eliphaz, the son of Esau, fled from Egypt, he and his men, and they went away. 2. And he came to Africa, which is Dinhaba, to Angeas, king of Africa. Ageas received them with great honor and made Zepho the captain of his host. And Zepho found favor in the sight of Angeas and in the sight of his people. And Zepho was captain of the host of Angeas, king of Africa, for many days. Again, family, as you can see, we are not African. 4. Zepho enticed Angeas, king of Africa, to collect all his army, to go and fight with the Egyptians and with the sons of Jacob, and to avenge of them the cause of his brothers. 5. But Angeas would not listen to Zepho to do this thing, for Angeas knew the strength of the sons of Jacob and what they had done to his army in their warfare with the children of Esau. 6. And Zepho was in those days very great in the sight of Angeas and in the sight of all his people. And he continually enticed them to make war against Egypt, but they would not. 7. It came to pass in those days there was in the land of Chittim a man in the city of Puzimna, whose name was Uzu, and he became generally defied by the children of Chittim. The man died and had no son, only one daughter whose name was Janiah. 8. And the girl was greatly beautiful, admired, and intelligent. There was none seen like her for beauty and wisdom throughout the land. 9. And the people of Angeas, king of Africa, saw her, and they came and praised her to him. Angeas sent to the children of Chittim, and he requested to take her to himself for a wife. And the people of Chittim consented to give her to him for a wife. 10. When the messengers of Angeas were going forth from the land of Chittim to take their journey, behold, the messengers of Turnus, king of Babintu, came to Chittim. For Turnus, king of Babintu, also sent his messengers to request Janiah for him, to take to himself for a wife. For all the men had also praised her to him. Therefore he sent all his servants to her. 11. The servants of Turnus came to Chittim, and they asked for Janiah to be taken to Turnus, their king, for a wife. 12. The people of Chittim said to them, we cannot give her, because Angeas, king of Africa, desired her to take her to him for a wife before you came, and that we should give her to him. Now therefore we cannot do this thing to deprive Angeas of the girl in order to give her to Turnus. 13. For we are greatly afraid of Angeas, that he come in battle against us and destroy us. And Turnus your master will not be able to deliver us from his hands. 14. When the messengers of Turnus heard the words of the children of Chittim, they turned back to their master and told him all the words of the children of Chittim. 15. And the children of Chittim sent a memorial to Angeas, saying, behold, Turnus has sent for Janiah to take her to him for a wife. And thus have we answered him. We heard that he has collected his whole army to go to war against you. And he intends to pass by the road of Sardunia to fight against your brother Lucas. And after that, he will come to fight against you. 16. Angeas heard the words of the children of Chittim, which they sent to him in the record. And his anger was set ablaze, and he rose up and assembled his whole army and came through the islands of the sea, the road to Sardunia, to his brother Lucas, king of Sardunia. 17. Niblos, the son of Lucas, heard that his uncle Angeas was coming, And he went out to meet him with a heavy army. And he kissed him and embraced him. And Nebulas said to Angeas, when you ask my father after his welfare, when I shall go with you to fight with Turnus, ask of him to make me captain of his host. Angeas did so, and he came to his brother, and his brother came to meet him, and he asked him after his welfare. 18. And Angeas asked his brother Lucas after his welfare, and to make his son Nebulas captain of his hosts. And Lucas did so. Angeas and his brother Lucas rose up, and they went toward Turnus to battle. And there was with them a great army and a strong people. 19. And he came in ships, and they came into the province of Ashtarosh. And behold, Turnus came toward them, for he went forth to Sardunia, and intended to destroy it, and afterward to pass on from there to Angeas to fight with him. 20. Angeas and Lucas his brother met Turnus in the valley of Canopia. And the battle was strong and mighty between them in that place. 21. And the battle was severe on Lucas, king of Sardunia, and all his army fell. And Niblos his son fell also in that battle. 22. And his uncle Angeas commanded his servants, and they made a golden coffin for Niblos, and they put him in it. And Angeas again waged battle toward Turnus. Angeas was stronger than he, and he killed him, and he struck all his people with the edge of the sword. And Angeas avenged the cause of Niblos, his brother's son, and the cause of the army of his brother Lucas. 23. And when Turnus died, the hands of those that survived the battle became weak, and they fled from before Angeas and Lucas his brother. 24. Angeas and his brother Lucas pursued them to the high road, which is between Alphinu and Roma, and they killed the whole army of Turnus with the edge of the sword. 25. Lucas, king of Sardunia, commanded his servants that they should make a coffin of brass, and that they should place therein the body of his son Niblos. And they buried him in that place. 26. And they built on it a high tower there on the high road. And they called its name after the name of Niblos to this day. They also buried Turnus, king of Bebintu, there in that place with Niblos. 27. And so on the high road between Alphinu and Roma, the grave of Niblos is on one side and the grave of Turnus on the other, and a pavement is between them to this day. 28. When Niblos was buried, Lucas, his father, returned with his army to his land, Sardunia. And Angeas, his brother, king of Africa, went with his people to the city of Bebintu, that is the city of Turnus. 29. And the inhabitants of Bebintu heard of his fame, and they were greatly afraid of him. And they went forth to meet him with weeping and supplication. And the inhabitants of Bebintu entreated of Angeas not to kill them nor destroy their city. He did so, for Bebintu was in those days reckoned as one of the cities of the children of Chittim. So he did not destroy the city. 30. But from that day forward, the troops of the king of Africa would go to Chittim to wreck and rob it. And whenever they went, Zepho, the captain of the host of Angeas, would go with them. 31. It was after this that Angeas turned with his army, and they came to the city of Puzimna. And Angeas then took Jania, the daughter of Uzu, for a wife, and brought her to his city, to Africa. That is the end of chapter 60, family. We will stop here. Thank you all for your time and listening and understanding.